Hey, what's up guys and gals? It's me, your old buddy Mr. Moose, back with another edition of Empyrion, Galactic Survival. Hey, this is episode 2 of our tutorial on how to get started in Empyrion. I know I did a little bit of multiplayer, and it's been a while since I did that first episode where we went through the very immediate basics. But today we're going to cover base building. It's going to get a little bit more intricate. So let's get started. As you can see, we need to build a base. And so we're going to do that by building a starter block. And what you have to do is you have to have a base starter, which consists of a core. To build the core, we come over here to this button here where it lists the core. The core consists of metal components, electronics, 5 computers, and 3 cables. We're going to go ahead and make that up. And as soon as it is made, we can go ahead and build our building starter. Now, the base starter is sort of like the key piece that everything goes off of in the beginning, so you need to build it, and you take it and you place it somewhere on a flat surface. Now, to build off of that, you can use any of these other blocks. You can use steel, hardened steel, concrete, or wood. Concrete requires cement and purified water. The cement you make from crushed stone. Hardened steel is 4 metal plate. Steel block is 2 metal plate. Each of these has a variety of hit points. The steel block has 50 hit points. Hardened steel has 100 hit points, obviously better. Concrete's 15 and wood is 10. Now, for our base, I'm going to do the outside perimeter in steel, but I'm going to do the floors and the roof in wood blocks to begin with, just because I'm going to be able to conserve my resources. As you know, I have limited resources right now to begin with, so I need to conserve my resources and make sure that I am maximizing everything that I have. So I went down with my chainsaw. I cut a couple of trees. That gave me some wood. I have 7 wood logs. We are going to go ahead and process those 7 wood logs into wood boards that we can, or wood planks that we're going to be able to use to create those wooden blocks. Now, each wood log yields you 20 of the wood planks, and then to build the wooden block, you just need 1 wood plank. So as you can see, you get quite a lot of resource from the wood versus using the the metal. So wood can go much further, and then down the road we can remove the wood and replace that with whatever we want to use to make ourselves a good strong base. But just to begin to get some structure on the ground and to know where we're building, it's just going to be fine to use wood. It's not going to hurt us at all to go ahead and use wood. So we're going to go ahead and get this last little bit of wood plank made, and then we'll get going from there. Alright, so we've got our core. We need to go ahead and make our base starter block, and then I'm going to queue up about, I don't know, 100 of these. We have 140, so we might as well just queue them all up and have those made up so that we'll have plenty to build with. And like I said, I'll make up some more to do the outside of it, but in the beginning it's just going to be the floors will be wood and the walls will be made out of steel. We'll go ahead and take this and equip it over here on our hot bar. I was going to eat, but obviously I didn't. Go eat real quick because my food is kind of low. Alright, go ahead and get these out of here. Start grabbing some of these over, and we can go ahead and get started building our base. Alright, so we just have to find a nice flat surface to start our base off of, and we start with our base building block, which is our core. Now the core is like I said, it's the key frame for every base. If you go to raid somebody else's base and you want to knock out their defenses, you blow up their core block, and then everything else is disabled off of that. So then we can build off of it. And I'm just going to come out about, I don't know, 4 blocks on each side to start off our base and give us a little bit of width. We don't have to get too crazy here, but let's turn our jetpack on so we can get on top of this. There we go. So I got 1 there. I need to come out Another 3. There we go. And that'll give us plenty of width. And like I said, I'm not going to get too crazy to begin with. I just want to get some something built here. Holding down your left shift button and moving across while you're holding like a wood block lets you place many of them down at one time. Grab that 50, put it on our block here. And I want to come across and give a line to conceal the core right now. There we go. Do the same thing that way. And we'll do one more line, I guess. I'm not worried about getting too big right now. This is just a beginning so that we can start building up our base and get some defenses built and all that other stuff. Alright. I think that alright to begin with. We can always expand as needed. Doesn't have to be humongous, like I said. Alright, so the next thing is we need to place a generator. And we need to place a generator, a large constructor, and then we need to activate our base. Alright, so in our generator, we'll come in here, and our wood blocks are almost finished making. Go ahead and put those in our inventory so we have them. So we need to make a generator, a fuel tank, a large constructor. All of those items need to be made. So we come over here and we'll look at what needs to be made for the generator. We need 12 metal components, 2 capacitor devices, 1 reactor core. We need a control device, 3 electronics, and 2 computers. You can see I've already got a couple of computers built. Let's get going with the rest of this stuff. 12 metal components. Let's do the capacitor devices. And this is why I say it's pretty intricate in what you have to build, because now that we look at the capacitor device, it has 3 electronics, 3 cables, and 5 metal components that it has to have. So let's go ahead and we double everything up because we need 2 of them. So we need 6 electronics, 6 cables, and then we need 10 metal components. If we come over here to metal components, let's see, it makes 2 to make them. I need 10, right? No, I need 5, so I need 10 total. So just do that 5 times, and that's good to go. One little thing that I don't like about the game, and I wish the developers would fix this, is when you're in the constructor and you're trying to build things, you mouse over it to see what the item is. You start to read it, and as soon as one item clicks, it gets rid of that little window and you can't read. And if you're building something that processes out pretty quick, it can be really annoying that that window just pops right off about the time that you find the item and mouse over it. All of a sudden the window's gone and you can't see it again. So it's really annoying. I wish they would fix that, because you know, when you're in here and you're trying to think ahead and go, okay, well, I'm trying to build a complex device that takes many different components, and I keep going back and I'm trying to queue items up. It's really annoying when you're looking at it and trying to see what materials you need and then look and see what you've got. It's sort of frustrating every time that pops off of your screen and you can't do anything about it anymore. So I wish they would fix that. It would make the game a little bit better and a little bit nicer. So alright, so now we can make our 2 capacitor devices. And with those made, we'll come back to our generator, 2 capacitor devices, then we need, again, see, 2 control devices, and we're going to need 12 metal components and 3 electronics. Just annoying. That needs to be dealt with, because it should be a lot better than that. Alright, so we need 2 control devices. We need 12 metal components, so we'll do that 6 times. And then what else do we need? We need 3 electronics. So I'll press that twice, and we should be good to go on that. Alrighty. Anyways, hope you guys are enjoying Empyrion. I've been playing some multiplayer with Alex and Dan, and wow, that really is awesome. And this game in multiplayer is a whole lot of fun because we have more people to go out and collect items and work together and get the resources together. It's just that much more enjoyable. And to be able to collaborate together on projects like building a base, pretty darn neat. So, all right, let's get this done. While that's doing, we come over here and look at a few more things. I'll show you how the building blocks work in this system. Once you have one in your hand, you can right click on it and you can get all kinds of different slopes, shapes that you can build with, so that you're not just building square boxes, which is pretty darn cool. You can build some pretty crazy designs with it. I've even seen people who've built like X-Wing fighters and things like that in the game. So if you got a very creative mind, you can have a whole lot of fun with this game. Alright, so now we can build our small generator, and the next thing we need to do is a small fuel tank. That takes 4 electronics, 4 metal components, and 3 cables. So let's go ahead and say fuel up those 2. I did say 4 metal components, right? Yeah, 4 metal components, 4 electronics, 3 cables. I'll need 3 cables. 3 electronics and the cables. And we should be able to get our fuel tank built. All right. Get that up, and as soon as that is up, yep, those will queue up. And as you can see, it's time consuming and a little bit tedious building this, but at the end, you know, that's what kind of makes this game fun, is the crafting side of it and what you've got to go through to craft. I've seen some people complain about it, but to me it's alright. I don't mind doing it. Like I said, the only thing I wish they would fix is this whole menu item where you can look at things and so it doesn't disappear while you're trying to craft something. Alright, so the fuel tank is queued and ready to go. The last thing we have to do is build this large constructor. It's going to take 2 computers, 2 control devices, 5 electronics, metal components, cables, motors, and pipes. So we'll start at the top. We'll start with the computers. Let's jump in here. We need 2 of these. So we need a control device for each. So it looks like we need 2 control devices, 4 metal components. We need 2 cables per, so that's 4. And then 4 electronics. And we should be good to go on that one. So those will make up, and that will get our computer made up for us that we need for this. After that, we'll need, well, don't count your control devices because they're going to go to the computer. So we'll need 2 more control devices made up. And after that, we'll need, we should look at the motor, because the motor's a complex device itself. So the next thing we will build is the motor. So let's look at our motors. The motor is two devices. Wait, did I build the computers? I don't think I did. Nope. So let's go ahead and build our 2 computers that we need. Right, 2 computers. Yep. So those are built. Next thing we're going to build is the motors. For the motors, you need 4 components. So we'll click that twice because that makes us 2 components. We'll need a total of 6 cables. So click that 3 times. And then we need 2 electronics. And that will allow us to make our motor that we need. Oh, we need 2 motors, right? I think I made enough for 2. No, I didn't. Yeah, I will have once I get it done. So go ahead and queue up 2 motors. And boom, there we go with the motors. And we'll keep looking at what we need next. Pipes aren't that bad to make. Alright, so let's make 2 control devices. Alright, so in here we'll make 2 of these. And I think we needed 5 electronics. So we'll go there. We need 10 metal components. So 5 times on that. Let's see, we need 4 cables. So that's 2 times on that. And then we need 4 pipes. And the pipes use the metal plate. We have plenty of that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And we should be in the shape to make that constructor. So just watch everything once it makes up. And once everything's in the green, we'll go ahead and make it. Oh yeah, we're going to get our base built up here. We'll put a little perimeter defense down. And then we'll get going from there. My only big concern right now is we're really low on magnesium powder. I need to get my base up. And then I need to get a little hovercraft or small vessel build so we can go explore the planet a little bit and try to find a magnesium mine so that we can start making the magnesium, because that's my biggest concern right now. I don't have any magnesium anywhere near me. If we look around, I'm a little concerned about building this base too with this Epsilon comm center here. I'm probably going to get attacked quite a bit because of that. At some point I'll have to go get rid of it. But I need to go explore a little bit and find some magnesium. As you can see, what is immediately around me is silicon, promethium, iron. We've already hit that cobalt. There's another iron deposit, a copper device. I need to find magnesium, which means we need to get a hover device built pretty quick so we can start scooting around the planet and find that. So we'll be looking for that pretty quick. But once we get these little basic items put on the base, get a gun turret up, we'll start working on this hovercraft, and then we can go ahead and explore the planet. All right. Anyways, let's get our tech tree real quick and see where we're at. I've got 16 points to unlock some stuff. And we're going to need to start unlocking some of this stuff like the O2 station, the fridge, the cannon turret, ammo boxes, cargo boxes, things like that. Alright. So there's our fuel tank, and our generator is right there. So we also need to go ahead and grab some fuel cells out of here so that we can power everything up. Bada bing, bada boom. Alright, up here, and I'm just going to find a nice little place to plop some of this stuff down. I need to eat again because obviously I'm just starving. Put that down there. Let's go 6 and 8. And that's good. Alright, into the inventory, we'll put the generator on our bar. Put the fuel cell on the bar. Put that on the bar. Put those back in there. Alright, so put that there. Let's put that there. And then we want the 5. That's where it's at. This is our replicator, and we can put it. Where do I want to put it? Let's put it. Put it right here. There we go. Yep. All right. That's good. Now, if we open this up, we can go ahead and put some fuel packs in there. Yep. All right. Oops, don't drop those on the ground. Keep them on you. And then if we come to this guy and we hit Y, we have successfully activated our base and we are good to go. Now we need to add... That's not good. Oh, that's not good. Oh, let's get stuff off of here and get to building, because we're going to need some defense quickly with those guys coming. I'm going to leave the fuel and everything else in there. I guess activating my base triggered an attack. That's not going to be good. Alright, so we need to learn our turret. So we got a base. Come down here. Let's learn our cannon turret. And then I need to learn, I think it's miscellaneous cargo box, so that I can learn the small ammo box. And let's get in here. And let's get that thing built. Cannon turret. Alright, so I need 20 metal components, 5 electronics, 2 motors, and 5 cables. So let's get on the motors first. On the motors, 2 components, 3 cables, 1 electronic. Alright, so I need 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and 1 of those. Oh, that shadow scared me. I know I'm going to have drones incoming soon, and I just don't want to deal with them. Two motors. Alright. What else do we need? We need 20 metal components. So let's get those queued up. So that's 10 of these. I know I could hold shift down to do that. I just, every so often, I don't think about it. Alright, 5 electronics and 5 cables. 1, 2, 1, 2, because I've already got 1 of each, so I can go ahead and just do that. Alright, and that will be enough to make the gun. Then we have to make the ammo box to go with the gun, and the ammo box is 1 control device. That's pretty easy to build, and then we'll build the ammo right after that. It's a race against time. Otherwise, I'm shooting with my pea shooter at them. I was really hoping not to get attacked that fast. Simply because of the fact I'm so low on magnesium. Like I said, I'm not going to have the ammunition to defend the base because of that. Alright. So, with all those components built, we go ahead and make that. And then for the ammo box, again, 4 plate, we need a control device, 1 electronic, 1 cable. So go ahead and cue that, and cue that. And that will be everything that we need for that. And then let's look at the ammo. The ammo takes 5 magnesium powder and... oh, here they come. Oh, get out of here. Get to cover. Alright, 1 down. Reload. nice. Ooh. I will say this though, these things coming in, they give you ammo and they give you resources that you don't have to go mine for, which is kind of nice. Oh yeah, see look, I got glass plate, control devices, motors, pieces. I mean, that's stuff I won't have to build down the road. Alright. Sorry about that, my sinus is bothering me a little bit. Alright, so I need to make 5 metal pieces. For every 5 metal pieces and 5 magnesium powder, I get 25 bullets. I really need about 200 bullets, so I need 8, so I need about 40 pieces. Wow, that's going to use almost all of my my magnesium, but let's get it done. So let's make 40. Wait, I may be messing up here. That puts out 2, right? Or that puts out 10? Hang on a second. Let's get rid of that. That puts out 10 per, so I only need 3 more. There we go. And let's go ahead and get the resources that we just got off there. Let's get those added in. Well, we got through the first wave of attacks. The sad thing is, they're pretty relentless. They're going to come again. When I did my little first playthrough to see how this game was, they just came at me all the time. I could build this base really up and everything, but for just to get started, I'm just building everything on top here. I'm going to go ahead and get my gun out, get my ammo going. Let's go ahead and get my ammo going here. Alright, so we're making 8 stacks of this, hopefully. That's going to use all my magnesium up pretty much, but it's got to get done, because I got to have base defenses. There's that little alien dude up there. So I came to find out that those little dudes that are walking around that growl like that, they're peaceful. They're like a indigenous tribe or whatever for the area, and they will not attack you, so that's good news. Alright, so 5 is this big huge gun, and yeah. What is he doing? What is he trying to shoot at? Alright, let's make sure that he is turned off of. Make sure he's just not shooting at anything. Alright. I don't want him wasting my ammo once I start giving him ammo, you know? 6 is the ammo box. The ammo box can be placed anywhere. It doesn't have to be placed right next to the gun, and just so I'm going to put it right there. T. Let's get our ammo out. I almost hate to put it in there, because if he starts shooting at that little dude walking around, then he's just going to waste my ammo. I want him shooting at mini drones and not that. Alright, so anyways, let's go ahead and just hold off on putting the ammo in there until we get attacked again. That way we make sure we're conserving our ammo. Tech tree. Let's get in here. We need to learn the O2 station. And then we're doing food production, so we need to learn a refrigerator. What else do we have? We got cannon turret. Anything else we need to learn? Yeah, right now I think we're good. Got to get to level 5 before we can do the small vessel. Alright, so our next thing is we need to add O2 in food production. So we're going to come in here and we're going to hit T. Tell you what I'm going to do. Need a little bit of light because it's getting dark. So let's go ahead and make up a little wall here. Like I told you, I was going to mount, I'm going to put steel around this. So let's go ahead and make a few steel blocks up. I think I'll make 20 up. And that'll give me enough to just kind of put a little wall up, or just start framing up the wall, and then we can go from there. Now we can make a few other pieces too. We can make walkway, stairs, trusses, a few other little blocks have come available to us, but a hover vessel has come up, which is going to be something we really want. This planet hover vessels work pretty good on, but if you get on the one that we were playing on in the multiplayer, it doesn't seem to work as well because of the deep crevices and stuff. This one doesn't have nearly as many. Overall, I think the small vessel is much better than a hover vessel, but we'll go ahead and make that. Alright, so with some steel block made, the other thing I want to do is I want to come over here and come to... Ooh, there's a light here. 2 metal component and a glass plate, so I need 2 metal components. I've got 1 already made, so just make 1 more. And I should be able to make a light. So we can see what we're doing, right? So let's get that made. And then we'll come back in here. We'll move that over to our hotbar. There we go. And what I want to do is, here's a little cool thing. If you hit F5 on your key, you get this little drone that flies over you. See, there's me standing there. And you can use it to build so that you don't have to actually like climb up buildings and stuff. So I'm just going to start roughing out what I want my elevation to be, because I need to get over what I'm building here, right? So that'll give me that. And then I'm just going to come a couple pieces over. And let's lay out 1 there. 1 there. I'm gonna put yeah, there we go. Yeah, that'll work. And then we can go ahead and put our light in, which is 6. Put that in, and now we've got a little light so we can see what we're doing. The other thing I want to do, the reason I kind of left that open, is I want to be able to see out of this place. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to build some windows, and to do that I'm going to come over to my replicator and I'm going to make some glass panel up, and I'm going to make about 10 of them up. And to make the glass block I need 10 of the glass, and then I also will need 10 metal plate. I've got plenty of metal plate, so I'm going to go ahead and clean up 10 windows. Yep. And I'm going to start laying out so I can put my glass in. Now eventually I will move that gun to the top of my building, whatever I build. So don't think that I'm going to be blocking in my building. Eventually, like I said, I will move that and get my structure going. Alright, so we're waiting on those to build real quick. And we can start looking at what we have to do for our O2 facility. Our O2 station is pretty complicated. I think it needs 3 computers, 5 cables. So we're going to need to build some computers. And then we'll have to make a small O2 tank as well to go next to it. Because your tank holds your oxygen, and then the O2 station is what you get your O2 out of. There we go. Let's go ahead and put that on here. And let's go ahead and get some things started up. Alright, so we need, right off the bat, 3 computers. So let's step in here and start building the computers. And we know that we need a control device for each one of them, so give me 2 more. And then I need metal components for each. I need a total of 6 metal components. So 1, 2, 3 will give me 6. I need cables. I've got 2, but I need 6. So I'll go ahead and queue 2 more up. Electronics, I need 2 more. That should be good. And then I'll go fire off 3 computers. While that is doing, I'm going to come over here, hit 6, and I'm going to place my windows. I'm going to go too high with them. Oh yeah. That's going to look cool. There we go. They don't have a ton of hit points, but again, I'm not playing PvP or anything, so I really don't think I've got to have a ton of hit points available on my base. And I'd like to have some sun coming in during the day, and so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and just start shaping that out. That's, again, this is what I love about games like this. It's open world, you do whatever you want to do, and this is where that drone comes in handy. Instead of me trying to position around, I just use the drone to fly over here and put that in place. Oh yeah, see? There we go. So yeah, now I'm starting to get some pieces in place, starting to shape up a little bit here. And eventually, once I get this guy taken care of, or once I get all the walls and everything on this thing, I can move him upstairs and put him on the roof of the building once I get the whole thing framed up. But again, I'm being really conservative on my resources right now, just because of the fact that I want to make sure that I have enough to get my hovercraft built. So as soon as I get my oxygen system and everything on my little recovery that I have to do right now to get my base up and running, then we'll build a hovercraft, and then we can go out and go get some magnesium, because we are in serious need of it to defend the base. All right, so to finish up this oxygen, I need 8 metal components, 2 control devices, and 5 cables. So come in here, I need 8 of these. I need, what did I say, 2 control devices? I have the worst memory in this game. 2 control devices and 5 cables. That should be good, and I should be able to go ahead and make that. For this, I need the metal components. I will need 4 of those and a control device. So I'll go ahead and give me 4 of those and a control device for that. Queue it up. And then I can go ahead and queue up that small O2 tank as well. And then we'll start working on the food prep. Alright. Now, the one thing about this early on, resist the urge to build some huge, massive base. You have your repair, you have this tool here called Remove and Repair Tool. And if you misplace something, you can use it to remove it. And by doing that, you get all the resources back from it, and then you just have to come back to the constructor and rebuild it. It's a little bit of a pain to have to go that route, but it's better than just losing everything because you accidentally built something in the wrong place. So it does give you that opportunity to be able to move things around by disassembling it, then remaking the thing, and then going and replacing it. So that is beneficial to you in the game, but it is sort of frustrating to have to go that route when, you know, you're like, oh well, I just made this and I put it in the wrong place, you know. But all right, so let's get some wood block out. I think I want to widen this out just a little bit more. Maybe one more little spot. There we go. Did I hear a mini drone? I thought I heard like a scanner thing. I just had to make sure when they do come, I go ahead and put the ammo in the box so that dude's ready to fire at them. Of course, I haven't seen the little growling dude in a while, so it might be okay. Alright, so that is taken care of. Let's see, I want to go to 0. Inventory. I want to get my O2 tank out, put that there. O2 station out, put that there, and then we're just going to place those right back here in the back. I want to leave enough room to I can get to my ammo, which is right there. So I just want to come here. Let's go 6. It's our biggest unit. Place that there, and then we'll place the O2 right next to it. That's good. That'll work. And then eventually we're going to have this whole area right here that we can work out of as well. So let's go ahead and work a little bit more on shaping this up a little bit. Tell you what, let's go ahead and make one. Oh, here come the miniguns. Here they come. Go ahead and put our ammo in there. Yep, get that going. Now we can shoot him, or we can let him shoot him. He's more accurate, and he has incredible distance. So watch this. He's gonna tear these guys apart. There it loads. Bye, guys. Reloads. Ha ha ha. More parts for me. Oh, yes. That's so rewarding. And again, that guy is, like I said, he's the indigenous species to the planet. Not bad. And from what I've learned, there's like a village for those guys that has all kinds of resources in it too, that you can go raid and just, you don't even have to fight them for it. You just go in and plunder their base, and it has all kinds of ores and things like that. We'll go look for that once we get a little hovercraft made up. So I've playing with Alex and Dan, I've learned a lot about the game. It's it almost seems like it's easier to move around by using your jetpack than it is to run around. So I've been getting better at using my jetpack to maneuver and get around. Alright, so let's go ahead and put our booty back in here that we got. We don't need to carry those around either. Got a bunch of glass, that's good. Some electronics out of that. We picked up ammo, which is good, so we always have lots of 50 cal. I've learned to resist the urge to use my assault rifle, because it just goes through ammo, whereas use the 50 cal, man, and you can pretty much kill stuff with the 50 cal. At least soften them up with the 50 cal, and then come back with the assault rifle if you need to get yourself out of a bind. That's sort of where I've been using that. Okay, so with that done, what I want to do is just to make some stuff up here. 1, and then 2, 3, I don't know, 4, 5, something like 10. I want to make about 10 of these up, and then I want to go ahead and make a few more of these up. So I'm just going to go ahead and make 10 more windows up. And that way I've got a few more building blocks that we can use to build this up and get a wall up, and then maybe go ahead and get a top started, and we can move the gun up on top of there. So I need to build a couple little food things, which is going to be a refrigerator and like a stove cooker thing. And I think that will be everything that we need to do to satisfy the whole base building that we need to do. Alright, so coming over here. And again, I need to remember that I can use my drone for all of this stuff. I just don't think about it all the time. So let's get the drone out. Oh, there we go. There we go. And there we go. Nice. And just kind of start forming this up. But one thing you have to keep in mind, the physics of this game do matter. So, you do have to sort of keep that in mind. Alright, so I want to go to 8. And I want to start building this out some. Whoops. Crash. Alright, so here's what I'm talking about with this repair tool and remove tool. So what I'm going to do now is, because I've kind of built this out inadvertently in front of him, what I want to do is I want to go to 4, and I'm going to shoot this gun a few times. There, and that removes it. Now, it gave me all the parts for that back, so I can take them over here, put them into my inventory. What else is there? Metal pieces, electronics, cables, all that's in there now. Now I can come back and replicate that again. While that's doing that, I can come over here and finish building what I was starting. 6. And I just want to come over here, put that there, put that there. Go to 5. And then I want to come up here, go 8. And I'm going to start building out a 3x3 platform for that gun to sit on. Now these windows didn't place right. I'm going to show you how to fix that in just a moment. 5 is what I want here. Go ahead and put the rest of these windows in. There we go. That's good. I need a few more steel pieces. Go ahead and get that on the hotbar. And we'll go ahead and make a few more steel blocks up. We'll go ahead and make 10 more up. Let's get our gun back in place real quick. So, get Mr. Dude up here. Switch over to 6 for the gun turret. Place that in place. That's good. Nice. Alright, I'm going to learn a new item. I'm going to go to inventory, go to the tech tree. I'm going to go to tools. And I'm going to learn change and rotate tool. And we're going to make one of these over in the replicator. And some of these tools are a little silly. I wish you didn't have to go through all these little steps. But, okay, you know, anyways. 6 metal components is what I need. So I need to go ahead and do this 3 times for metal components. So let me go ahead and make 1, 2, 3. And as soon as that's done, I can get that tool made up. What this tool will allow me to do is just make some subtle changes to the base. It'll allow you to rotate your tool, your pieces around. So as soon as we get it crafted, I'll put it on my hotbar over here, and we will go ahead and do that. I'll go ahead and put these over here, put that here, put that here. We'll go ahead and bring 4 up. And now if I come over here, I can use my, just by pointing at it, I see an axis, and using insert, delete, home, in, and page up and page down, you can move things around and rotate them, and that way you can get things into the right position. 6, I'll go ahead and put concrete block down, then I'll put another window in here. I'll need to make up a couple of more, and again, I'm just going to go to my rotate tool, and what happens is if you use insert delete, it changes where that axis is, and then home and in rotates it based upon that axis, and then you have to continuously push on it so that you get that axis to show back up. So if I get that axis, then I can rotate it around and get it into the place. So it takes a little bit of messing around to learn it, but once you get it learned, it's pretty cool. And it gives you the ability to rotate your pieces around. So we're getting some basic things done here. We got that light. We're going to need to move that light. So let's go into inventory, and I'll use my repair and remove tool. And I want to remove that light. There we go. Throw that back into here. Let's go ahead and put those little parts for that light back. And we'll go ahead and rebuild that. I'll put it somewhere else so that we can see in the base. Alright, let's go ahead and put that in place. And what we'll go ahead and do is I'm going to get some wood. 8. Start framing this up a little bit so we get a top on. And then we can come into inventory. I can get that light out of my inventory, put it on here, and Boom. Now I got some light again. Whatever I dropped here, I need to pick up. Alright, so starting to get something that looks like a base going. Last piece we need to do, like I said, we got to get the food stuff in place. Inventory, tech. Let's go to base. Come down here. We got the refrigerator learned already, so we can make it. So let's get in here and look at what needs to be crafted. You've got this little thing here that is a food processor. It takes 2 computers, control devices, metal components, and pipes. So we need to build 2 computers real quick. So let's come in here. We can build 1. What's going to be left that we need for building that? We need 2 metal components and 2 electronics. Right, so 2 of that and 2 of that will yield that. And with that done, we will have our 2 computers. We'll need, at this point, we will need, come on computer, build. Alright, so we got 2 computers, 2 control devices. We need 3 electronics, 12 metal components, and 2 pipes. So, alright, let's go in here. Do that. Need 6 of these. And then I need 2 of these, I think. What did I say on that? 2 pipe. Oh, I only needed 1. That's alright. I'll just let it cook. If you ever really need to stop making something, all you have to do is come in here, turn the power off, and then click on it and take it out. Alright, that's almost done. And then for our fridge, I guess we can go ahead and look at that. Oops, I turned everything off. For our fridge, did I not get the pipe made? Wonder what happened that I didn't get all the pipe made. Oh, I need some more metal plate. Alright. Let's see, that makes 10, so that's good. Alright, so the metal plate is getting made up. There we go. And let's go and get the food processor built. Let's walk over here and verify our ammo cache. We still have 130 rounds. I'm really concerned about ammo. I gotta get a hovercraft made and get out of here and get some magnesium found. That's gonna be really, really important to do. Alright, well. Alright, so that is done. Food processor is made. And the last thing we need to do is make a refrigerator, which is going to need another computer. So let's get in here and make the computer again. 1 control device. I just need 2 components and 2 cables. And that'll make my computer. After that, that really is annoying. The way that just slaps that window down. They have got to fix that. It's just silly. All right, one control device, 3 electronics. So let's go ahead and get that. After that, I need to be able to read it. 5 metal components. 2, 3. And then I need 2 cables and 3 pipe. 2 cables, 1, 2, 3. And we'll be pretty close to finishing up the last little bits of our requirements for building a base. Now again, my base is halfway complete, but I'm not that worried about it. I just want the fundamentals up, and then I can go out and forage for more. My most important thing is just really is getting a basic hovercraft built so we can go find magnesium and get that mined up. And that's going to be my next focus in our next video, is really getting that done. So let's get our fridge done. And as soon as it's done, we'll place that in place. And we'll pretty much be done for this build. for today. I might go ahead and put a couple of columns up on the other corners so that we can go ahead and get the roof all the way across it. But that's, you know, it's not a major concern for me right now. All right, so fridge, thank you very much. And now that we got place to put things, we can come over here and just go, I don't know, where do we want to put the fridge and the little cooker thing at? I don't want to put them in front of the window, you know, that just kind of would be a waste of space. I'll end up moving some things around too, probably, you know, once we get everything in here and situated. Eventually, I probably will put a second floor on this thing so that we can do some stuff with it. But inventory-wise, let's go ahead and put the food processor on our hot bar. And let's put that on the hot bar as well. Oops, I do that all the time. Let's just go right here. Let's put the food processor there. And let's put the little fridge right next to it. 7. Here we go. Let's put the fridge. Yeah, we'll put the fridge right here. There we go. You successfully put O2 into the system, so I don't have that on me. It's in here though. Let's grab a couple of O2 bottles. Come over here, access this. Put our O2 in. Yep. And now anytime I need O2, I can just come over here, get a nice hit. Charged up. And when I need to cook things, I can come over here and cook. And drones are on their way to attack me. Isn't that wonderful to know? Let's get our change and rotate tool out. And I'll put that on here real quick. Yeah, I'm not gonna panic. They're coming. Oh no, they're coming. They're gonna come get me. Alright, so there's our fridge. And now we can still walk behind here and enjoy our beautiful lighting. So that's not too bad. Alright, so 8. And let's get our drone out. And start building up a little bit. Come over here. Go for 6. Now again, like I said, structural integrity is a thing. So you don't want to just start slapping stuff on here. Oh, I did that wrong. I so did that wrong. It needed to come out here. Go up from there. It's alright. I will make some more real quick. We need to make some more metal plate. So let's make about 20 of those. And I'll make a few more blocks. Make another 20 blocks there. And that way we'll be able to put some more, we'll put our corners in, and then we can go from there. At least we'll have a top on this thing. So when they do come, they can't just shoot me when I'm underneath here. There we go. Alright, so yep, get that in place, get that in place. Start coming over a little bit. Do the same thing over here. Get our corner laid out here. Come on. I did not have enough blocks, apparently. There we go. Get the rest of those blocks out of there. It was the wrong button to hit. There we go. Let's get the 3 blocks out of there. I guess I needed to make more than I thought I needed to make. 2 more of those. 3, 1. 2, 3. Any miniguns coming in yet? They're not here yet. Alright, so I can go 8. There we go. Oops, that's too far. Oh, here they come. He's getting a bead on them. There we go. I mean, I might as well help out a little bit and help maybe try to conserve some of the ammo on him. Oh, what is he shooting at still? Why is he still shooting? No, do not waste all my ammo. Oh no, I am out of ammo. I don't know what he was shooting at. He was just shooting. There's no threat over here. I think that's the game just trying to hose me. Well, now I'm out of ammo on my big gun. What is he shooting? Is he shooting these stupid little dinosaur things? Oh, so frustrating. Now I know I'm out of ammo. I've got to get out of here and get magnesium. I have no defense now. Not good. It'd be nice if that thing used 50 cal bullets instead of 30. Well, dirty words. Alright, well, we're starting to get built up here, which is good. I don't know if we should go ahead and get walls on this thing to defend ourselves, or if we should just go ahead and get that hovercraft built and get out of here. So, anyways, that's what we'll work on in the next thing. It's telling me I need to do gardening, but seriously, I need to get a hovercraft built, so we will work on all that in the next one, and we'll get going as soon as we can with that. The growing pots I'll probably just put right in this area just to get it started, and yeah, we'll make some more glass pieces to put through here, build a few more walls, get this encased. Maybe we won't get attacked for a little while. Who knows? But we definitely got to go find some magnesium, or we're just hosed in this game. Hovercraft we will work on when we come back. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I will see you guys in the next one. Until then, stay safe, have a great day, see ya, bye bye. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, I hope you consider giving it a like, maybe even sharing it with your friends. It does help me out a tremendous amount and is greatly appreciated. Also, leave some comments down below. That's really the only way I can gauge if you guys are enjoying what's being put out. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you want daily notifications. I try to do a new video each and every day. Also, if you want to stay in touch with me and find out what's going on, our social links are down in the bottom left-hand corner. Twitter is where I usually announce schedule changes, live streams, and new video releases. Facebook's a great way to get in touch with me if you have any questions to ask. And of course, I am trying to get to 1,000 followers on Google+, which I know I'll probably be old and gray before that happens. But if you can jump over there and follow me, it would be super awesome. So if you like today's video, there's a whole lot more content on the channel. I hope you'll browse through it, find something to keep yourself entertained until the next video or live stream. Speaking of live streams, I try to do them nightly around 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Until the next time, thanks again for watching. See you soon.